Have you ever wondered why, like clockwork, your eyes snap open at 3 a.m.? You lie there in the quiet darkness, staring at the ceiling, wondering what's wrong with your body or your mind as the hours tick by, knowing that exhaustion will follow you into the next day. The truth is, this is more common than you think, especially for those of us over 60, and it is not just a random habit or an inevitable consequence of getting older. In this video, we are exploring 5 powerful science-backed reasons why people tend to wake up in the middle of the night as they age, and what those early morning wake-ups may be trying to tell you. Each reason reveals something deeper about your body, your health, and your life. By the end of this video, you may see your sleep in a whole new light. These aren't just surface-level explanations. They are rooted in real physiology, psychology, and the intricate rhythms of aging that most people are never made aware of. We will talk about crucial changes in your hormones, your sleep patterns, and even your organ function that could be quietly working behind the scenes. So, if you've ever found yourself awake at 3 a.m. asking, "Why me?" you're in the right place. The 5 hidden reasons for your 3 a.m. wake-ups. Reason number 1, the melatonin decline and the cortisol surge. The first and most fundamental reason for these nighttime awakenings lies in the delicate dance of 2 crucial hormones, melatonin and cortisol. As we age, our body's production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, naturally begins to decline. This is a well-documented physiological shift. The pineal gland in your brain simply doesn't produce as much of it as it used to. This means that the hormonal signal telling your body to stay in a deep, consolidated state of sleep becomes weaker. As a result, your sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented, making you far more susceptible to waking up from small disturbances, whether it's a slight noise or a change in temperature. But that's only half of the story. While melatonin is declining, another hormone is often rising at the wrong time. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone. In a healthy, younger individual, cortisol levels are lowest around 3 a.m., and then begin to rise sharply around dawn to help you wake up feeling alert and energized. However, in many older adults, especially those dealing with chronic stress, pain, or anxiety, this rhythm gets disrupted. Instead of staying low, cortisol can begin to spike in the middle of the night, often right around that 2 or 3 a.m. mark. This premature cortisol surge acts like an internal alarm clock, jolting your body out of sleep and into a state of alertness. Your heart rate might increase, your mind starts racing, and the prospect of falling back asleep feels impossible. This isn't a sign of a mental failing, it is a physiological event. Your body is literally getting a wake-up signal 4 hours too early. This hormonal imbalance, low melatonin and a premature cortisol spike, is one of the primary drivers of what doctors call sleep maintenance insomnia in seniors. The smart solution, morning sunlight exposure. One of the most powerful ways to reset this hormonal clock is to get 10 to 15 minutes of direct morning sunlight within the first hour of waking. This helps to anchor your circadian rhythm and encourages your body to produce melatonin at the correct time in the evening. Mindfulness and relaxation. Practices like deep breathing exercises or meditation before bed can help to lower your cortisol levels, preventing that disruptive nighttime spike. Reason number 2, the liver's rush hour. According to the principles of traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, which have been practiced for thousands of years, the body's energy, or qi, circulates through different organ systems at specific times over a 24-hour cycle. The time between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. is designated as the liver time. During this window, your liver is at its peak activity, performing its most critical detoxification and cleansing functions. It's working hard to process the metabolic waste from the day, filter your blood, and regenerate its own cells. If you consistently wake up during this time, TCM suggests it may be a sign that your liver is overburdened or stagnant. Modern science is beginning to validate this ancient wisdom. Your liver is a metabolic powerhouse, and its function is intrinsically linked to your sleep-wake cycle. An overburdened liver can be caused by a number of factors common in seniors. A diet high in processed foods or fats, these require more effort for the liver to process. Alcohol consumption. Alcohol is a toxin that the liver must work hard to metabolize. Medications. Many common medications are metabolized by the liver, adding to its workload. When the liver is working overtime during its 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. peak, it can generate excess heat and metabolic activity. This internal activity can be enough to disrupt your sleep and pull you out of a deep rest. You wake up feeling not just awake, but often a little warm, restless, or even anxious. The smart solution. Avoid late-night eating and alcohol. Give your liver a break by finishing your last meal at least 3 hours before you go to bed. This allows your digestive system to do its work before your liver's rush hour begins. Support your liver. Incorporating liver-supportive foods into your diet, such as leafy green vegetables, beets, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, can help. A warm cup of lemon water in the morning can also gently stimulate liver function. Reason number 3, the blood sugar roller coaster. Another major physiological reason for waking up in the middle of the night is nocturnal hypoglycemia, or low blood sugar. This is incredibly common, not just in people with diabetes, but also in seniors without it. Here's how it happens. If your evening meal was high in refined carbohydrates or sugar, it can cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar, followed by a surge of insulin to clear that sugar away. A few hours later, around 2 or 3 a.m., this insulin overshoot can cause your blood sugar to crash to a level that is too low. Your brain perceives this as an emergency. It thinks you are starving. In response, your adrenal glands release a flood of stress hormones, primarily cortisol and adrenaline, to signal your liver to release stored glucose and bring your blood sugar back up. This surge of adrenaline and cortisol is like a shot of espresso. It jolts you awake, often with a racing heart, a feeling of anxiety, and sometimes even sweating. You're not just awake, you're in a state of high alert, and falling back asleep is nearly impossible. The smart solution: balance your evening meal. Your last meal of the day should be balanced with protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich, complex carbohydrates. This ensures a slow, steady release of glucose into your bloodstream, preventing that nighttime crash. A smart bedtime snack. If you are prone to this, a small, strategic bedtime snack can be a game changer. A handful of almonds, a spoonful of nut butter, or a small bowl of Greek yogurt provides a slow-burning source of fuel that can keep your blood sugar stable throughout the night. Reason 4, the bladder's clock. A very common and straightforward reason for waking up is the need to use the bathroom, a condition known as nocturia. While this can be caused by simply drinking too much fluid before bed, for many seniors, it's a sign of deeper physiological changes. As we age, our bodies produce less of an antidiuretic hormone called vasopressin. This hormone's job is to tell the kidneys to slow down urine production at night, allowing us to sleep for long, uninterrupted stretches. With lower levels of this hormone, your kidneys may continue to produce urine at a daytime rate, filling your bladder and waking you up. Furthermore, the bladder itself changes with age. It can become less elastic, meaning it can't hold as much urine as it used to. This is why even a small amount of urine can trigger a strong urge to go. For men, an enlarged prostate can also put pressure on the bladder, contributing to this issue. The smart solution. Time. Your fluids. Taper off your fluid intake in the 2 to 3 hours leading up to bedtime. Avoid diuretics. Be mindful of diuretics like caffeine and alcohol in the evening as they increase urine production. Elevate your legs. If you have swelling in your ankles or lower legs, edema, that fluid can be reabsorbed into your bloodstream when you lie down, overwhelming your kidneys. Elevating your legs for an hour before bed can help your body process some of that fluid before you go to sleep. Reason number 5, the weight of your unprocessed day. Finally, waking up in the middle of the night can be a sign that your mind is struggling to process the emotional weight of your day. This is particularly true for seniors who may be dealing with significant life changes, grief, worries about their health, or feelings of loneliness. During the day, we can keep ourselves busy and distracted, but in the quiet stillness of 3 a.m., when there are no distractions, the unprocessed thoughts, worries, and anxieties of the day can come rushing to the surface. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage your sleep, it's trying to do its job. It's trying to solve problems and process emotions. But without the context of the waking world, these thoughts can feel overwhelming and circular, trapping you in a cycle of worry that makes sleep impossible. This isn't just a psychological event, it's physiological. Worry and anxiety trigger the release of stress hormones, which, as we've discussed, physically wake your body up. The smart solution. Create a worry time journal. Keep a notepad by your bed. If you wake up with a racing mind, spend a few minutes writing down everything that is worrying you. This simple act of externalizing your thoughts can provide a sense of relief and allow your mind to let go. Develop a wind-down routine. In the hour before bed, engage in calming activities that signal to your brain that the day is over. This could be reading a book, not on a screen, listening to calming music, or taking a warm bath. Conclusion and outro. As you can see, waking up at 3 a.m. is rarely a random event. It is a message from your body, a gentle signal reminding you to listen a little more closely to your needs, your habits, and your heart. You're not just aging, you're evolving. And with that evolution comes a chance to rest more intentionally and care for yourself more gently. If you've recognized yourself in any of these reasons today, know that you are not alone and you are not powerless. With insight comes strength, and with strength comes the freedom to make small, meaningful changes. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today. Your thoughts are important to us. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.